Welcome back, guys, to the third episode of the Amherst Student Sports Podcast. I'm Mike Schroeder. Joining me today is Beth Williamson, a junior defenseman on Amherst Field Hockey. They got a big game coming up this Saturday, NESCAC Quarterfinals. They just played Trinity this past Tuesday, so it's going to be a little bit of a revenge game, hopefully, for the Amherst women's field hockey team. So, Beth, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, first question, look, obviously, it was a tough overtime loss. You guys lost 2-1. What are some lessons learned or takeaways that you guys took as a team from that you guys can improve upon for this upcoming game on Saturday?
Well, our Trinity game was pretty crazy. Double overtime and then shootouts. And we were actually up 1-0 in the first quarter. And we were playing so great in the first quarter, having such great passing sequences, and we looked really great out there. And I think something we learned was just how we have to really do that well in every single quarter, because I think we dropped off a little bit in the third and fourth quarter. So just putting it all together and having 4 full quarters of playing well, especially when we get to NESCACs.
So my second question off of that is, I guess, what do you think are like the keys for advancing past the NESCAC quarterfinals? Obviously, you guys have a higher seed than you had in years past. So what do you think the keys for that are?
I think we definitely have to play as a team, because when we do, we have just really great passing. And I think if we do all that passing, like the transferring around the back and passing within the mids and forwards, we do really well on offense. So I think just going back to the basics, we're calling it locking in right now, and just doing our basic passes, getting the ball up the field and getting shots actually on goal. And definitely another thing is just continuing our really solid corner defense. I think we've been doing really well with that. So that's going to be really necessary for playing Bowdoin, is just having really strong corner defense.
So third question within that, you guys are fourth in the conference in goals allowed at 1 a game. What do you think the keys to having a successful defense this year for you guys has been? Like, what has allowed you guys to be good on that side of the field this year?
So I think our corner defense has been really amazing this year. Well, we switched it up halfway through the season just with a different sort of formation for the corner defense. And we've been doing a really great job. We've only let in like a few goals. Honestly, I'm not even sure how many on corners, maybe none. So that's going to be really essential for our upcoming games. But we've been doing a really great job on that, so that's definitely a good thing for us.
Awesome. So obviously, look, you guys are the fourth seed, fourth or fifth, somewhere around there, entering the NESCAC playoffs. Previous year, you guys didn't even make the NESCAC playoffs, or like we're on the lower seeds. So what do you think has allowed you guys to be much more successful this year? And what do you attribute that to? Because obviously, everything's been kind of crazy with everyone coming back from the COVID year. So kind of talk a little bit about what you think has led to your guys' heightened level of success this year.
So we have a lot of really great first years. A lot of first years start. So we're honestly a pretty new team. Not new, but just like a lot of underclassmen. They've really contributed a lot. So we actually have a lot of people coming back next year. But right now, there's a lot of underclassmen who are really good. And I think we've been really playing well together just because we're so close to each other. Like, I feel like we just have a really great team dynamic. We definitely talked about how that helps us a lot, just because we're all like really good friends, and I think we all trust each other. So I think we just work really well together. Yeah.
Oh yeah, chemistry is obviously very important, especially I've been to your games too. The first years are doing a great job for sure. So obviously, look, NESCAC playoffs are obviously huge. Everyone's excited about them, but how excited are you guys as a team to be, in the NESCAC playoffs, competing for, a chance to, potentially, if you guys win it, obviously get to the NCAA tournament. So, how excited are you guys, the team, and even you individually for this upcoming game and just NESCAC playoffs generally?
We're actually like so excited just because 2 years ago we didn't even get to make it in. Our season ended. It would have ended Tuesday night. We didn't get to go on after that 2 years ago. So the fact that we're still practicing right now is just amazing. And then my freshman year, we made it to the first round of NESCACs and then got out. So we're just really looking forward to having the opportunity to be there again. And I really think we can beat Bowdoin if we play at our best. So we're just really excited to be able to be there and hopefully win NESCACs.
Yeah, no, that's my apologies for earlier. I thought you guys were playing Trinity. It's Bowdoin, actually. So that's my apologies. But I just want to thank you so much for coming on. You guys obviously have a huge game at Bowdoin, which is exciting, and wish you guys the best of luck with that. For people who want to tune into it, it's 1 p.m. on Saturday. So, give the ladies some love. They got a big game, and hopefully they come out on top. Beth, thanks so much again for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
If you like that clip, subscribe to Shred Takes Podcasts for more content and videos uploaded on this channel.